At soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check it back. Alert. Check. Hey, alert. He's checking. Crash.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky will throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A 1st down carry now for Miller. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
In your face.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Wild Bill.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Yeah.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, defense. Let's go. Jim.
First carry for James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
53's the Mike. 53.
Hey, Haywood.
Don't get nervous now.
Now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man, that's Harry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. All day, baby. All day.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Five.
Mike, 53.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
On the double.
59. Hey, here I come.
Hey, Orbit.
Here I come. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes it to Julio Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Lock in. 6 man. Check girl. check.
Hey, echo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And a catch made by Hopkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trubisky to throw again. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Leo.
Check 25. Check 25. Joker.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Zoo.
He's not going to get me.
5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check 9. SOS.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go, D.
2nd and 4. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey!
Go. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Yeah, baby.
Set up. 10-2 saw.
59.
Yep.
Now let's run. Mike 5'9",
Hey, Delta.
What we got? Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All day. Big edge.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On first down, Trubisky going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
I know you feel that.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
59 Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 50.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Buying time, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
3 yards. First down, Texans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Going. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Tackles. Check. 53's Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Motion. 61, matchbox lights.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Big grip.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he will lose yardage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. 2nd and 11. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch twist.
Here's Connor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 53. Strip the ball.
Look at me. Zipper.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
59. Mike the 59.
Go.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, wahoo.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Check. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Switch it.
Ready.
Following the penalty, Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on, let's go. 53.
Hey, my 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Check. 53 is mine. I got it.
Now Trubisky on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
First down, Houston.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Trubisky. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Open man is QT, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Again, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 42 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2. Hope not lost.
Not at all.
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53's the mic.
Hey, Haywood. You ain't going nowhere.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Down. 30 base.
55, Mike. 55 Mike, guys, 55. Here we go, here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Big grip, big grip.
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check 4.
Alert, 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 alert. 5. Alert, 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 alert.
Get up. Check, check.
Hey, hey.
After the interception, here's Trubisky going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll look to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
I got you. I got you. Mike's 59.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Yes, yes.
Check 59.
Hey, Zoo.
59. Mike to 59. Here we go, here we go. Mike, check, 59, 59.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Again, it's Miller. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
At the Patriots' 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Now it's Miller. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
57, Mike, 57.
Trubisky will throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
53, Mike. Go. Let's go.
Smooth. 53, Mike, 53.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, but it'll be second and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 36.
Get it.
Now back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal.
Hey, team 6.
53 is the mic. Here we go, G. Bang.
On the ball. Big grip.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.